Hello everybody, I'm Miss Jeanna and this is our Take and Make program. We're going to be making paper plate sloths today. I hope you guys like sloths. They're very, very cute, right? But on top of being cute, what else are they? They're very, very slow. So slow. Well, we're going to make our own, a little pet sloth for you to keep at home. And like all our Take and Makes, or all my Take and Makes, I guess, I like to do a song or a game at first. We're going to read a book, and then we're going to get right to the craft, okay? So the first thing we're going to do is a little song, and if you look next to me, we're going to have a few sloths. How many do you see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 little sloths snoozing in the trees. One lost his grip and bumped his knees. Mama said, "A tree's no place to catch your Z's. Let's find a cozy bed for my sloth babies." And if you look down here, oh, there it is in its cozy bed. How many are left? 4. 4 little sloths snoozing in the trees. One lost her grip and bumped her knees. Mama said, "A tree's no place to catch your Z's. Let's find a cozy bed for my sloth babies." There we go. 3. 3 little sloths snoozing in the trees. One lost his grip and bumped his knees. Mama said, "A tree's no place to catch your Z's. Let's find a cozy bed for my sloth babies." There's another one. How many are left? 2. 2 little sloths sleeping in the trees. One lost her grip and bumped her knees. Mama said, "A tree's no place to catch your Z's. Let's find a cozy bed for my sloth babies." There we go. And how many are left? Just one more. 1 little sloth snoozing in the trees. She lost her grip and bumped her knees. Mama said, "A tree's no place to catch your Z's. Let's find a cozy bed for my sloth babies." Oh, look how cute they are. They're all sleeping. You can make your own sloth baby right after the book. Today's story is The Perfect Siesta. It was the middle of the day in the jungle and the jaguar was very hot. All of a sudden, a cool breeze started to blow, and the big cat thought, "Roar, what a nice breeze. It would be perfect to take a siesta." Just then, the jaguar saw Cody sitting on a branch up in a tree, and he said, "Hey, could you do me a big favor? I have something really important to do, but first I would like to take a little siesta. There's such a nice cool breeze. It's just too good to resist. Could you wake me in exactly 10 minutes? "Of course, Mr. Jaguar," answered the scared Cody. "You go right ahead and take your nice siesta. I'll wake you up." And just like that, the jaguar dropped off into a deep sleep, which, by the way, if you don't know what a siesta is, it's a nap. But then the Cody thought, it's true. What a shame not to take advantage of this pleasant breeze. So the Cody said to the cockatiel, who was perched just a few branches above, "Hey, could you do me a favor? I have to wake the jaguar up in 10 minutes because he has something very, very important to do. But first I want to take a little siesta. There is such a nice cool breeze. It's just too good to resist. Would you mind waking me up in 10 minutes? "Of course," said the kind cockatiel. "Go ahead and take your siesta. I'll wake you up." And just like that, the Cody dropped off into a deep sleep. Then the cockatiel thought, there's no denying it. That really is a pleasant breeze. So he said to the only animal that was close by, "Hey, you there, sloth. I have to wake up the Cody, who has to wake up the jaguar, who has something very, very important to do. But first I would like to take a siesta. There is such a nice cool breeze. It's just too good to resist. Would you be so kind as to wake me in exactly 10 minutes? Why, sure, of course." "What?" replied the sleepy sloth. "Wake me up in exactly 10 minutes, repeated the cockatiel. "It's very important. You have to stay awake." "Oh, sure. 10 minutes, no worries," said the sloth with a big yawn. "Thank you so much," said the cockatiel, who dropped off into a deep sleep. Just then, the sloth felt the cool breeze and realized that she could ask some other animal to wake her up in 10 minutes. But there was no one awake to ask. This was such torture for poor Sloth, but she had given her word to Cockatiel, who had promised the Cody who had promised the jaguar, who no one was particularly thrilled to see angry. "I've got to stay awake," she said to herself. 1, 2, 3 minutes went by. The sloth was battling sleep more than any other sloth in sloth history. 4, 5, 6 more minutes went by. She could almost hear the breeze whisper, "Sleep." 7, 8, 9 more minutes went by. Her eyelids got heavier and heavier. And just when there was only 1 minute left, before she had to wake the cockatiel up, the sloth fell fast asleep. Then, all of a sudden, the nice, cool breeze was blowing through the jungle and turned into a huge, tremendously loud snore of the sloth that woke up the cockatiel, the coyote, and the jaguar. Bang! Right on the 10th minute. The startled animals each ran off in different directions without stopping to offer any explanation. Meanwhile, the sloth stayed right where she was, snoring away, not letting anyone else in the jungle sleep for a very long time. The end. Let's get started on our craft. In your bag, you should have a paper plate, a brown piece of construction paper that's going to serve as the tree trunk, some green leaves, a beige oval, 2 of these funny little brown shapes, and some brown paint. What you need to bring is a paintbrush. If you have a black crayon or marker or a black colored pencil, anything like that, we're going to use that to draw a face, a glue stick or Elmer's glue. But ideally, if you have a stapler, that's probably the best bet for making this craft because the texture of the plate is not so easy to glue to this. So if you have a stapler, awesome. If not, glue dots, tape even, could work better. The first thing we're going to do is take this brown paint and paint the entirety of our plate. Now that everything is painted, we're going to grab a scissor, which I should have mentioned as things you should have brought to the table. Oopsie, but you need a scissor. Cut your plate right in half. Okay, you can set one piece to the side. Now, sometimes on paper plates, there's these little ridges. You're going to want to cut around just like that. All right, when that's all done, I think I want my sloth this way. So you can decide which side you want your sloth on. I want my sloth on this side. Take the other piece and you're gonna cut out kind of like a circle oval shape. It has to be larger than this piece though. So if you want, you could put this on top and cut around it. I'm just gonna freehand it. Now you really should make sure that your paint is totally dry or else you'll get it all over your hand. That's okay. It's a messy craft. So now what we're gonna do is take our glue stick and I want you to glue some lines on each end because sloths tend to have these little patches around their eyes. So we're gonna add our patches. Now it's not gonna be rounded on the sides. We're going to cut that excess off. So don't worry about it sticking out. There we go. Just like that. Now you can grab your scissors and cut around. What I'm doing is, if you look on this side, just cut all the parts that you see right here, like that. So now you have a little sloth face. It's not done yet though. What you're gonna do is take this brown piece and glue it to that. Okay, looking very, very cute. I want you to take your leaves. They can go in any direction you want them to go in. So you can have this part pointing upward or downward, whatever way you want. You can mix it up. You're gonna take your pen And you're going to draw a sleepy little sloth. So I'm going to do a little brown oval for its nose. I say brown, I meant black. A little happy face because he's a happy, sleepy sloth. And if you want, you can make your sloth awake, but I'm going to make my sloth so sleepy. Just like that. It's going to go over here. You can grab your leaves now. You don't have to do this, but I am going to make some lines in this. Just like how if you go outside and you grab a leaf, it has these little lines in it. So we're going to do something similar. Okay, let's piece this all together to finish our project. Now you can either glue or you can staple the head on. I'm going to try to glue it on. You're not going to glue it on the top here because this is going to serve as the sloth's arm. So you're going to want it right in the corner here like that. There we go. And then we can glue some leaves onto our tree. You could do that any spots that you like. I'm just going to do a few here. And maybe, should I do one at the bottom? Yeah, I'm going to do one right here. Just like that. And the last thing you're going to do, again, you can use a glue stick if you prefer. I just think a stapler is easier because this is so thick. It's hard to get it to stick. So grab a stapler, have an adult help you. There's one. There's two, and there is our little sloth craft. I hope you had a lot of fun, guys. Bye, I'll see you soon.